Alright, so it's finally the time to see MongoDB in action with the Docker, right? So the initial thing that would be doing on this specific one would be we are going to pull one MongoDB image from Docker Hub. Post that we are going to run few queries and check whether we are able to do it in this specific thing or not, right? So the initial thing, I have taken the root access and let me just clear the screen, okay? And then the next thing would be we are going to pull a Docker image, right? So for that, a Docker image for MongoDB, right? So for that we need to do docker pull mongo, okay. And also if you're not sure which image to pull, so basically you can go to Docker Hub and search for that specific image. So you just need to go here and search for Docker Hub, hub.docker.com, and here whatever image you wanted to pull, so just search for Mongo, okay. And here you'll be able to see whatever images are actually present or not. And there is one more thing, like the place where you see this specific badge, it's basically indicates that it's an official image with Docker, right? So yeah, let us go back, and here you can see the image is actually pulled. When I do docker images, you can see we have this image present, right? The next thing is now we want to run this specific image. So for that we already are aware that we need to run the command, that is docker run mongo. But here there is a catch, because when you run this specific command, you'll see all the logs which are currently there, right? But we actually want to go into execution mode, right? And that's the reason we want to that's the reason we would be able to run the create command, insertion command, updates and deletes, right? So for that what we need to do is, let me just cancel it, let me just clear it. Okay, right now you can see it is exited, right, with the error code, right? So the next thing that we need to do is, when you do docker ps-a, you can see there is this command which actually executed during the stdi, and that is during the runtime, right? So for that what we are going to do is, okay, what we need to do is we need to execute it, right? So that it should be one executable command. So for that what you need to search is docker container hyphen l. Okay, so when you execute that command, you'll see there is something called exec, which can execute a command in a running container. Okay, so yeah, let us do it once again, but this time what we are going to do is we are going to run that in background. So docker run -d mongo. So by doing so, we won't be getting those logs which we were getting earlier. Now when I do docker ps, you can see the container is up and running, okay. Now the next thing is, how would I go inside it, right? So for that we are already aware that we need to run docker exec, okay, -it for interactive terminal. And here what we need to do is we are going to define the shell, okay. So this is the container id followed by mongo sh, which is the shell which is used in MongoDB, mongo sh, okay. And now you can see we are actually connected and we are inside the MongoDB, and here we can actually run the MongoDB command. So for example, show dbs, okay, and here all the database will be shown. So for this specific demonstration we are going to search for the MongoDB commands, okay. So MongoDB tutorial commands, and I think we should be good with the specific. Alright, so let us take example from here. Let me just copy it and paste it over here. Okay, and here you can see actually that db got created. When I do show dbs again, show dbs, you can see a test is actually created, and now we are actually inside test, and now it's time to create the tables, right? So yeah, let us insert the data. So let me just copy this example, paste it, and the data should be inserted, and here we are getting the acknowledgement as true. And let us read that specific data. So for that let me just copy it and paste it, and this actually confirms that the data is getting actually inserted and we are able to perform all sort of operations in MongoDB. So yeah, that was all about this specific one, where we actually pulled a MongoDB, where we actually learned about exec command. Exec command is used for running a commands in the runtime in a container, okay. We went inside the MongoDB with the Mongo sh shell, and there we actually executed the commands for creation and creation of DB and creation of the tables, and we actually rendered the data whatever we inserted. Yeah, that was all about this specific one, and see you in the next one.